So I would like to present before all of you 6 logical arguments from all the dimensions to put a case for the existence of God. Assalamu alaikum. This is your brother Irfan. Throughout history, theologians and philosophers have enumerated the many evidences and proofs for the existence of God. But belief in God and the quest for existential truth is not an easy project for many people, especially in a social environment in which faith is derived as a superstition, wishful thinking, or even as a dangerous fantasy. Intuition and experience work in tandem with logic and reason to arrive at a state of certainty in faith. So I would like to present before all of you 6 logical arguments from all the dimensions to put a case for the existence of God. Starting with the very first argument, the cosmological argument. A cosmological argument asserts that the existence of God can be inferred from the facts concerning causation, explanation, change, motion, contingency, dependency, or finitude with respect to the universe. Let's break it down for you. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe, which is the space, time, matter, all begin to exist from the Big Bang. Therefore, the universe has a cause. This cause is necessarily spaceless, timeless, immaterial, and powerful, plausibly personal, and known conceptually as God. Moving to the next argument, the second on the list, the ontological argument. The ontological argument is a philosophical argument that attempts to prove the existence of God. Here we will look at Anselm's Theology. God is a being greater than which cannot be conceived by our mind. Think of 2 beings, one that exists and the one that doesn't. Being real is greater than being fictional or imaginary. So the one that actually exists is greater. So if God didn't exist, we could think of a greater being than God. The third argument, the teleological or design argument. Look at the images on the screen and tell me if you see any pattern or design in each one of them. Patterns that are recurring or symmetrical in nature. Now have a look at these designs and tell me what do you think about these. Finally, look at the symmetrical yet intricate designs of these almost microscopic snowflakes. Do you notice something strange? Each of these seems to present evidence of design, of fitness for purpose. The cosmos appears to present evidence of design. The design shows both beauty and intricate construction. Analogy suggests that if a watch must have a maker, so there must be a designer or maker of the cosmos and other natural elements. Hence, only God could be the creator or designer of something as humongous as cosmos and as tiny as a snowflake. The fourth argument, the unmoved mover argument. This argument was presented by Aquinas to prove the existence of God. Here is how it goes. Everything that is moved by something, and that mover has been moved by something else, which is how motion works. This chain of mover and the moved cannot go back forever, or else movement would not start in the first place, known as the problem of infinite regress. Therefore, there must be an unmoved mover, which is in itself moved first. This unmoved mover must be God, who started the process of movement on the first place. The fifth argument, Descartes' second proof. Let's break it down as a thought experiment. Do I have enough power to cause my own existence, or to create my own self? No, for I am simply a thinking being, and if I had the power, I would know it. so it must be a power outside of me. Since I am a thinking being, what created me must also be a thinking being and possess all the ideas of perfections of God. Parents can't be responsible for creating and cause my existence given the complexities inside me. So it must be a God who created me and gave me the ideas of a perfect God. The sixth and the last argument, the moral argument. The moral argument for God's existence is a group of arguments that reason from morality to the existence of God. Instinctive sense of right or wrong are naturally present within us, which makes us happy when we do good and decent acts, and it weakens and despises upon doing something evil. Universal moral law. By analyzing all the major religions of the world, we come to a conclusion that the definition of morality of what is right and wrong is pretty much the same, and has been that way for centuries, as if the moral conduct stems from a universal law, which is like a divine code that is stored inside everything that exists. The order, the design, the science of how things work together in harmony points towards a maker. A divine entity who coded all of this into the very fabric of the universe as a divine law. And this maker, creator, or designer of the universe must be the God. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.